Hey there, stylist. It's Elise Danh here, star stylist with Stella and Dot. So, this is your Take Charge Tip Tuesday of the week. So, as you can tell, my voice is a little bit under the weather. I did attempt to make my Take Charge Tuesday tip video last week before the insanity of my weekend, but it wasn't coming out right. And I think it is comical, I think is the word I'll use, that the tip I have for you this week is exactly in line with what my weekend was like. Pure chaos, but so much fun. My girlfriend got married over the weekend, and I had a trunk show. And so I was doing my bridesmaids duties Friday and Saturday down in Cape May, which is about an hour and a half away from Philadelphia. And it was the funnest and probably one of the best weddings I have ever been to and have been so honored to be a part of. So truly, I'm so excited and so happy for her to go on to this next, milestone in her life. So much fun. But anyways, so last week after Memorial Holiday, I started to get a little bit under the weather, and I was so freaked out and panicked about it because I knew I was going to be a bridesmaid for my girlfriend, and I'm like, oh my God, why would I get sick now of all time to get sick, like right before, and I didn't want to be sick during the wedding. So I kind of tried to take a step back and kind of lay low for a little bit just to make sure that I didn't get full-fledged sick. And then Thursday night, prior to the Memorial weekend, I was called for jury duty too. So it was like all kinds of insanity. But anyways, and so this is timely because my tip of the week is about self-care and about taking care of yourself, taking time for you, giving yourself some R&R and some downtime. Because when you don't do that, everything else does start to fall apart. And yes, it is a luxury, but it's a luxury that you need to do for yourself, if anything else. And self-care does not necessarily require anything expensive or any type of visit to any doctor's office. It is strictly for you to take care of you. So I just felt that it was very necessary to really think about it and really be intentional about self-care. And so some tips I have are really putting into practice of using skincare and doing things in a ritual or a routine sense that is enjoyable and fun and something you look forward to and something that is helping you take care of yourself. And I started to make this little list on my phone, and I'm all about presentation and the visual reminders of every day, along with actual alerts and notifications. And I found that just the same way it's like when you dress up and you put your makeup on and you get dressed up, you look good, you feel good. It's the same thing about things, material things in your possession. If you, like I have this cup my sister gave me. I think it was for my birthday or for Christmas, I don't remember. But it's just a sister cup. But every time I drank out of it, and I mean I have so many coffee cups, but every time I drank out of it, there's something about it. It makes me have like a moment of connection to her. She gave me this cup. It reminds me of her, and then I just, for whatever reason, enjoy it so much more when I'm drinking my coffee out of this cup. And I hate to be playing favorites and wanting to use it all the time. So it gets rotated in and out of other cups, but I think there's something to be said about when you use things that you love and you have only things that you love. I'm slowly working towards that, trying to declutter and be minimalistic about things, because I can be having hoarding tendencies, and I don't mean to do that, but sometimes you just hold on to things just because you do. You think you'll need it later or whatever it is. So it's a work in progress, definitely for me. But I do find that when I use things that I love, there's a level of gratification that comes with that. And I think that's the same thing with the rituals or the routines that you choose to do for yourself and for your life. My voice is, my throat is like, oh my God. So I had a good time at that wedding, right? So going back to self-care, it's a big deal that I think that you develop realistic routines and rituals for yourself, but those routines and rituals that will provide an instant benefit or some type of joy. And so this is probably so like beyond, because it's so like really, but I really do love it, and I really think it just adds a whole another layer of enjoyment to my day or my week or my month. And so I started to put on my phone, because I am going to print out onto pretty paper these actual rituals onto like postcard format, and I'm going to laminate them, and I'm going to put them on my bathroom mirror. So as a reminder for me to follow these rituals every day or whenever they're scheduled to happen. And because of lamination, I can then use a dry erase marker to kind of like cross off that I performed my ritual. So you don't have to get that, into detail, but I think that the beauty of just looking at that card to be like, oh, that's just for me, and I enjoy that. So an example, you don't have to follow this, but I have like a daily ritual that will happen every day, or let's just say most days, is oil pulling. A lot of the stylists here on Stella and Dot, especially Miss Melanie Hernquist, had posted about oil pulling, and it's a great way to really help to almost like clean out the toxins of the interior of your mouth, as well as give you whiter teeth. And it definitely works, and you'll have to research that a little further if you want to know more about it, but you do it before you brush your teeth. So oil pulling, rinsing your mouth out with some salt water, brushing my teeth, Clarisonic, cleansing my face, and then moisturizing with SPF, and then putting my actual face on is what I say. I gotta put my eyebrows on, I gotta put my makeup on. And then drinking warm lemon water. They say drinking warm or room temperature lemon water with some lemon juice actually squeezed into the water is actually a great way to boost energy, your metabolism, and aids in digestion for the rest of the day. And then in general, just drinking lemon water throughout the day is very good. So this is something that I would like to start doing, because I'm not currently doing that, and I wanted to add it to my ritual. Then coffee and breakfast, and then drinking water and taking my vitamins throughout the day. So the water, I am not a big water drinker, and I know that I should be. I just don't get thirsty, and technically when you're thirsty, then you're more dehydrated than you think you are. But I have just never been, I can't say that. Early on in my life I used to drink lots of water, but not, and then I end up eating more and drinking less because I was having a weight management issue, meaning I was too skinny. Please don't shoot the messenger. It's like there is a negative side to being too thin, and I didn't want to be. I wanted to be healthy, and so I bulked up by eating more and drinking less, but then that took me to another extreme, and now I eat more but I don't drink enough. So I do feel the effects of being dehydrated. So that's another thing for me that I am working on, is being diligent and drinking more water. So obviously infusing my water with fruit and things like that are really going to help me. And then making my green smoothies. All of you that do follow me on Facebook know that I am on a green smoothie kick. I love my kale and spinach smoothies. They're so good, satisfying, and gives me lots of natural energy. And then lunch and water, snack, dinner and water, tea, and read for 15 minutes, because it seems to be a luxury to sit down and just read something for 15 minutes. And then at the end of the night, flossing, brushing my teeth, and then oil cleansing, to cleanse my face, because coconut oil and almond oil is a great way to cleanse your face, to remove your eye makeup, and also to moisturize the skin before bedtime. And so that is something that I would like to do at night. So that's just to give you a little synopsis of my daily ritual and what I think I'm going to do that brings me joy every day. As something for me, and it may seem like, well, that's something you should be doing anyway, but I think it's more about embracing the process around it, so that it is something that is fun, something that you look forward to, and just creating some time for yourself. So for those of you, that may not be the same thing. Maybe your workout is what brings you joy and is something that is just for you. Then definitely schedule that, and definitely put it in your planner, schedule it out. do a repeat notification or an alert or a reminder. Getting a manicure is definitely another ritual routine thing that I would like to keep doing for myself, because it gives me 30 minutes to shut off and just talk about nonsense with my nail tech guy. I love it. And to see some other people and socialize. So there are different things that are rituals and routines and joyful things for every individual person. So I urge you to take a step back, think about the things, the little things that bring you joy that you could add to your everyday, and you will be surprised at how amazing and impactful that can be for you. All right, ladies, so my Take Charge Tip Tuesday of the week is take time for you and enjoy. Have a great day, ladies.